Hey, somebody asked me, how did America become such a strong superpower country, even though we're younger than the majority of countries out there? We're not even 300 years old. Well, here's the thing that you have to understand. All right, America became a superpower after World War II. What happened after World War II? The majority of the world was devastated from bombs and war. England lost their empire. England had a huge empire. A whole bunch of countries in the Middle East, Jerusalem, Palestine. They had Israel. They had Saudi Arabia. They had so many different places in like the what you call the Middle East, and they had a bunch of places in Africa. England was like one of the last empires, and it fell after World War II because World War II dominated. It decimated their economy. They had control over India. They lost that after World War II, and it became just England. They lost all of their territories and countries that they had rule over. So, France had been taken over by Germany. Germany was messed up. Russia had lost millions of people in their war with Germany. They had to rebuild. After World War II, yeah, we were friendly with Russia. We fought alongside them in World War II, but after World War II, they became more concerned about communizing their area. They were interested in making the Balkan countries and all of the Slavic countries communist. That became their focus. And they were trying to create their own communist empire. So either the rest of the world was in destitute poverty, or Russia, who had emerged as a victor in World War II on our side, the Allied side, they were busy trying to communize the world. China wasn't really in position yet because back then China was real poor. It wasn't united. It was just a big space of land that we know as China today. But back then they didn't consider that China. It wasn't united. Each side had a different name, and it was like a different thing. Like, no, we're not China. I'm from here. It took years and years for China to actually unify and become the same country. So they were going through their stages. They were going through a lot of different things, famine and a lot of things, the Cultural Revolution by Mao Zedong. So basically America was number one because it was the last man standing, and due to our physical position on the globe, due to our strategic position, nobody ever invaded us or bombed us. We never actually experienced our cities becoming bombed or destroyed from bombing. So we were we were in full health after World War II. We lost a bunch of soldiers, but at the end of the day, our homeland wasn't destroyed. And we had another thing. We had U.S. Steel. What do you need to rebuild all of these war-torn cities? Steel. U.S. Steel became dominant, and all of this success in the economy, in the global economy, started to trickle in. The United States Steel is going towards repairing Europe. Japan. At that point in time, we were creating business relationships, because now that England doesn't own all of these Middle Eastern oil countries anymore, we're doing business with them. We're at Saudi Arabia, and making oil deals and stuff like that, and taking advantage of the fact that England is no longer a major player. We're taking all their connections. So it all started after World War II. That's when the United States emerged as the leader of the world, because we were the last one standing, the only country that hadn't been affected by war, and our economy never stopped. When your country's getting bombed and stuff like that, and you have soldiers fighting in your country, your economy goes down. So America didn't have to experience that. So when the war was over, we were providing the materials necessary to repair these broken cities all over the world. So we emerged as a power. Peace.